WeAreArcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りいたします。
You're listening to the Anime UK show presented by Alex, Aisha, Oren and Harriet.
Featuring news, reviews and discussions from the world of anime, manga, gaming and otaku culture.
Anime UK is brought to you by WeAreArcade.com. You can find us there every Friday.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, as well as subscribing to us on iTunes and YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment and keep sending us your lovely questions. Hey, and this is Anime UK Show, episode 28, where we'll be talking about the latest anime, games, events, and I'm Aisha, and I'm with Alex and Oren. And, guys, so, who's gonna tell me about planets? Don't all, jump at once. Right, so I'll just choose someone, shall I? Oren, tell me about planets.
Planets is basically a space anime. Like, it kind of seems like semi-realistic. Like, even though it's set in, I think it's set in 2070.
75.
75. Yeah, basically it's about these groups of, this little group of, people who live in space. And they basically clean up space from all the space junk. So, cause there was like an accident where a screw, basically hit a commercial spacecraft, and obviously it ended up getting damaged and people died. So basically, it's just about this small kooky group of, people who are really, eccentric, and they clean up space. Pretty much it. I actually really like it. I really enjoy the bits where they are out in space. It tends to be quite silent. There's no actual sounds apart from them talking. It's no atmospheric sounds usually you have a ambient sound. Yeah, you have birds and all that. It's like space. There is no sound. There's no way for there to be any kind of sound. So it's really nice how it seems very bleak at times, but
a bit like Wall-E.
Wall-E, yes. Oh, but at least Wall-E had it does have the orchestrated music from time to time, but Wall-E was a lot more. It had a lot more brighter, I feel, because it is a Disney film, so it can't be too dark. But it reminds me a bit of the film that's going to be coming out. I think it's called Gravity. Gravity? Or it's like a film with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney.
No. What? George Clooney? How old is he compared to Sandra? He is older. Oh. Anyway, going.
Yeah, that's set in space as well, and I've seen trailers for it, and it looks really good. But it had that whole when you're out in space, all it had was the dialogue between the characters with the slight staticky microphone sounds.
What did you think about the characters?
I really like them, even though they're all really weird and out there. The main girl, and it's really optimistic and all about hope and love. And the main guy's all very he's a realist, so he thinks it's Rookie, you need to shut up. You don't know what you're chatting about. And everybody else is just really great. I really am digging the show, quite a bit. I actually own the box set of it. I just haven't watched it yet. But, so I just cracked it open and I started watching it and I was like, yes, this is great. Should have been watching this before. What's wrong with me?
That's just convenient. You were like, oh, I need to watch this. Oh, hey, I actually own it. What the hell?
I was prepared.
Just to throw in there, it also has a manga as well.
Oh, okay.
So you'd probably be most interested in that as well.
Oh, yes. Well, what did you guys think?
I'm not a fan of space anime, so I just kind of watched it and I was like, okay, it's space and nothing's happening. Okay. But I looked into it more, I only watched a couple of episodes. It reminded, I don't know, one of the characters reminded me a little bit of, Data from Star Trek. Really like, what was he? The debris collector.
Oh, was it the Russian dude?
The guy with the big pompadour and glasses.
Oh, and glasses?
Anyway.
I don't know.
I think of the manga. I did have a look because I got really excited because there was stuff to do with crop circles and cow mutilation. So I was like, oh, I need to look into this. So I think because I'm all about action and stuff happening, I think this is probably a bit slow for me. So unless I'm told there is an episode with stuff happening.
Well, there was one episode where, the main dude, he like saved that spaceship from, he stopped the satellite from like crashing into his friend's spaceship. He got super depressed in that episode. He's like, oh, my friend, he's become like a space pilot, which he always wanted, but I really want to buy the spaceship. And he keeps on like, he's got all these plans to try and buy a spaceship, like win the lottery, and save some old rich dude, and get married to an old rich lady. And everyone's like, your plans are rubbish.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
Yeah, that's like about 2 or 3 episodes in. I think the 3rd episode? Maybe? I only watched up to 5, but I don't know, I was really, really digging it quite a lot. But yeah, space, and I really like stuff which seems like it could be real as well. Cause that seems like it would be a problem, because we have all those old satellites in space. And we have all that space junk, and imagine in the future it's gonna be like, even just 50 years from now, how much crap is there gonna be in the, atmosphere around us.
Well, there's already enough satellites I think it's almost 50% covered satellites.
Yeah.
The Earth surrounded, there's like tons. Someone did a picture. It's just ridiculous.
And it's like, well, obviously, I'm amazed that a lot of space, like, well, we don't have that many people launching into space at the moment, but it's amazing there hasn't been more accidents because of stuff like that. But, yeah, no, it's like, I like it. I want to watch more. I want to see where it's going, because it does seem from the beginning, it does seem a bit slow, but it's like, there must be something more to it. Apart from, because it can't just every episode be them, like, oh, we've got this space junk out. Well, they did meet up with some rich, spoiled brat kid in one episode, which was fun. People got punched. There was another episode where the girl moved into a building, and basically it had all these, I don't want to say there's basically like Westerners there, and they were all dressed up as ninjas. It was like, oh yeah, we love like Japanese people.
Stereotype much?
Yeah, they were dressed up as ninjas doing like, cause there was like, I think there was like 1G. So, everything was still floaty, but you still could like walk on the ground like normal. But, yeah, they were like all chasing them and doing all these ninja attacks. It was the best. But, yeah, I'd say like, yeah, super slow, but I want to see like, there must be some kind of climax or something goes wrong. There must be something. It can't just be that everything.
Nah, it wouldn't be a space anime if it didn't, if it was all happy, joy.
Yeah. But,
and also, I have to say, the one thing that did stick out was the actual American dub was really good.
Yeah.
I do like some of the cast.
I enjoyed all the voice actors in it. I didn't, like, usually sometimes I tend to just switch between the two, if I own the DVDs, I switch between the Japanese and the English dub. And yeah, I pretty dig this, English dub quite a bit. I like that also the cast is like multiracial as well, and there's like different people in space. It's not just like...
Not just white people or Oriental. Yay!
Yes.
Me and Oren, we exist in space! Yes!
Yes.
Yeah. Alex, did you have, what did you think?
I actually liked it a lot. It's just, I have a feeling the main girl gets really irritating after a while. Later on, probably.
Yeah, you kind of get that feeling.
No, because I actually felt sorry for the guy in the first episode when they were dealing with the satellite and the plaque. And she said, oh no, we can't destroy the plaque. It's going to go into a satellite. The satellite deserves it. We should destroy it. And then she gets to the plaque and finds out that it's actually owned by the same people. And it's just a load of rubbish anyway. It's just them trying to look good. by making this fake peace plaque. And, it's just, you just think later on in the series she's going to start saying something really stupid, isn't she, in some episodes, and end up making an idiot of herself, and you're just like, please don't. Please don't.
She did do something really cool in the episode with the rich boy.
Oh, thank goodness.
She earned her respect, because, you know, he always calls her Rookie all the time. And she was like, why doesn't he, like, call me by my first name? And he's like, no. But yeah, when she does that, she actually calls her by her first name. And she's super happy about that. But yeah.
I felt sorry for her in the first episode then when he fell on her crutch first.
Oh yeah, in his diaper. These diapers are the best. What the hell?
Dude, it's horrible.
The worst.
No, I actually enjoyed it a lot, but I don't know if I'll continue watching it unless I know something actually does start to happen, because I have a feeling it's just going to end up being jolly people in space picking up trash. So yeah, I might continue watching it, depending what Oren says.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give you the lowdown.
Thank you.
Yeah, let us know if stuff happens. Cool. So we'll move on to the next anime. Alex, you tell us about Watamote.
Oh, you had to give me this one, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
We
love awkward animes, don't we, Alex?
Oh, yes, we love awkward ones. Watamote is, also known as It's Not My Fault I'm Not Popular. Used to be a manga, it's now an anime series. And you just follow this most pitiful, sad girl who has no friends. And, she's a bit of a loner. She's just a stereotypical kind of otaku creepy girl that nobody wants to hang out with. And you follow her tale where she tries to make friends and try to talk to people normally. But it's just so cringeworthy because all of her knowledge is from like manga and things she's read. And so she does, like, one point she goes up to her brother and goes, brother, I'm going to do what the stereotypical creepy sister does with her brother in the room. Don't you want me? No, go away. Leave me alone. You are just mental.
It's bloody Saipu-chan, isn't it? Brother, let's get married.
But it's funny because the brother is just, he's not, well, he's slightly less awkward, but he just sits there and just goes, no, sister, you're just creepy and ugly and horrible. Get a friend. Stop this. But yeah, it's a very awkward series to watch because she just ends up try really hard to get to hang out with people and just makes an absolute embarrassment every single time.
It's a nice, cringe anime.
Yeah. But it's just the time when she tried to dress up and look like a normal girl and she just looked like a zombie who'd been half dressed. And she's just kind of walking around going, I'm so pretty, and her brother just comes in, holy crap, what's that? Oh, it's just sister. Man, you're ugly, sister. That's just not right. It's just so cruel and horribly cringy. I don't know what everyone else thinks about it. It's probably the same.
Yeah. No, I've read my friend recommended the manga to me a while back. So I've read further than the series and it just gets worse. It just, cause some of it's especially if you had if you were shy when you were younger, some of it's a bit relatable, but she's also a terrible person as well. But she's always thinking the worst about people, because she's with those girls in her class, she's calling them sluts and calling them attention seekers. And then there's that one that one chubby dude, and she's like, who wants to be friends with that fatso and stuff like that. And it's just and then she's blaming everybody else for her awkwardness, and she's really deluded as well, where she's when she at the very beginning when she was reading that thing about the article about unpopular girls, and she's says that they don't speak to people of the opposite sex and all that kind of stuff, and she's like, no, that's not true. I spoke to a whole six men when I was at school, in middle school, which is about 3 or 4 years worth of studying. It's terrible. And then the times where she has spoken to them was when she dropped her rubber on the floor, or when they had to share a textbook and all that kind of stuff. It's just so deluded. And you find out some more stuff later on. She's just please. And then she has that friend who she was friends with in middle school, who had the glasses. And she was like a nerdy girl as well, and they spoke about manga, and then she meets up with her later, and she's like super, like, sexy now. Which was the
Ugly
best.
duckling syndrome, I call it.
She bleaches her hair and everything. And she has like contacts and the knee-high socks, which are higher than your knee. They're way up your thigh, so they're more like stockings than anything. But yeah, I like the juxtaposition between them too. And, it's just, that poor brother. That's all I can say. But that poor sister, at the times I feel bad for her, but sometimes I'm like, oh, you're doing this to yourself. You're doing this to yourself. And that's what really hurts.
It's really sad as well because she plays a game, and in the game she's like really, really popular, and she's like kissed 100 boys or something, and then it's like, and in the real world she has nothing.
Oh.
It just makes you feel, I don't know, the reason why this was relatable, because I guess it's trying to mimic otaku culture, dating sim games and all that. It's like the opposite of that other anime we watched. You know, the one about only the gods know or something?
Oh, the world god only knows. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It's like the opposite of that, whereas he's king of the game and then he has to defeat all real women and he's really super arrogant, whereas this girl's a bit like, oh. That's kind of depressing.
Oh, the one game she did play in this, at the first episode, the one on DS.
Yeah.
That actually exists.
Really?
And I find it hilarious. Yes, the back rubbing game.
You have it, don't you?
No, I remember looking up a while ago and I didn't realise it was in this episode. And, it's literally just a game where you chat up guys and start giving them back rubs and like touching them with the stylus. No.
B, never mind.
No, you just use the stylus to touch parts of their body. It's like a massage parlour kind of thing.
Do you know what? There's a game, an app on the iPhone that my friend Jeromeo has, where it's a kissing app, and apparently you can practice kissing. And I was like, "Are you cheating on your girlfriend?" And he was like, "No, I'm just practicing." I was like, "So what? Are you a really bad kisser?" And he's like, "This conversation needs to end now." And I was like, "But you have it. Why would you have it?" And then it turns out his girlfriend, no, he had it, and I was like, "Ooh, scandal." Oh, things people do. What, in your spare time you're gonna sit on the train and kiss your phone? I'm sorry. Why? So she's gonna play this game where she gives people back massages?
Here we go. I actually found the name. It's called Dual Love.
Oh.
It's on Wikipedia.
What is this?
It's hilarious. It's just consists of you of wiping sweat and back rubbing guys who are in a boxing club.
Oh yeah, Oren's loving this.
I have a 3DS, so I can't have it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
It's like a long list of...
so ridiculous.
Oh,
ages 15 and up.
Amazing.
Oh, what? 15?
Yeah, 15 and up.
You're only rubbing their backs and their sweat.
This game.
It's just the noises that come out as well from the guys. It's brilliant.
Oh my.
I love that bit. That was the best. I love that she threw her friggin' Game Boy as well. After making it. I don't know why. Yeah, as I said, I want to continue watching it because from the manga which I've read, like her little younger cousin comes along, later on, and her cousin's like in awe of her, cause she keeps on lying to her cousin cause her cousin's only like about 6 or 7 or something, so she's like, oh yeah, like I have all these boyfriends and I'm this and I'm that and I'm really cool and I have all these friends, and the cousin's like, yeah, oh wow, I really want to be like you. It's like, she's like, I'm lying to a kid. Oh wow. But yeah, by the end of it, I think her cousin susses her out, and it's just, it's great. It just gets, as I said, you guys should continue watching it, cause if you're cringing now, wait until like a couple more episodes in.
It's amusing cringe. You gotta admit it. You don't stop. You do want to carry on because it's not that bad. It's quite well,
you want to see how far she's going to go before it just ends up being ridiculous.
Yeah, totally.
I want these games that she has. I want to see what they are. I've never played one of those kind of games at all.
Oh god, do you remember that one anime we watched about the club? This girl's trying to get loads of people into a club, and then her friend, who just never paid attention, always was playing a game, and then he would always use this app where he could turn all the girls into like, cats and stuff. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Robots.
Robot
Yeah. I want that app. And then, like, he didn't, not only could he turn her into a cat, he could then turn into a maid and all this stuff, and I was like, it's real cool! And she's just like, stop it! Stop getting distracted! It's like, it looks really fun. I'd happily take pictures of random people on the train and dress them up. It's cool. It's like your own stylist. Game within a game, guys. Game within a game. Special thanks to Keith. He recommended these two animes since we are, ahead of our schedule with all the new animes, so we're still waiting for new ones to come out. Now, moving on to games. What have you been playing, Oren?
I've been playing recently Mark of the Ninja, which is like a side-scrolling action stealth game. Where basically a ninja, and this kind of like, I don't know if they're government yet, or they're just like a privately owned organization, but they've kind of found your, like a secret, convent of ninjas, and they end up like kidnapping and like cutting people off and everything. You have to free them up on the first level. And stealth kills, all about stealth killing people and hiding their bodies. And, like, the animated scenes, which I have in it, it's all done like, I think it's all done in Flash, but, they seem very like a cartoon. Like an actual TV show cartoon, the way it's been animated. It's really nice, and the animation's really slick, and apparently you get like, I've only gotten the first two, weapon upgrades. Yeah, no, I've been really, really digging that a lot. And I've used my controller, which I love to use whilst I'm on the PC. But, yeah, I've been playing that, and I've been playing, obviously Dota.
Oh, have you played anything from your humble bundle?
Oh, that's what I got Mark of the Ninja from.
Oh.
And, what else? Did I play anything else? I don't think I actually played any of my other games yet. I just haven't had time. But, yeah, no, I started playing Mark of the Ninja yesterday, and that was super fun.
Addictive. And, Alex?
I haven't played anything since Eurogamer.
Oh god, we'll come to that later, the amount of games we played, or looked at from afar. I have to throw in, I've, recently unearthed, Pokemon Black. I checked the date, the last time I played it was November 2011. So, it was a shock for me. One of our listeners actually, Blackout 222. He literally was like, oh yeah, sure, if you want to trade Pokemon, here's my friend code for the Power Pad. And I was like, what the hell's a Power Pad? Literally, I was playing it, I was like, I can't find this effing Power Pad. And I just look at it, and then apparently it's part of the story. I was like, of course I had the Power Pad, I just don't know how to use the Power Pad. Literally, the thread on Twitter is hilarious. Him trying to explain to me what the hell I'm supposed to do. And, it was a big shock, because you look at, in retrospective, I've looked back at all the other Pokemon games, and then at this, it's got bloody complicated over the years. I mean, I liked, Pokemon Crystal. That's my absolute favourite. Why? I like the facility of having mobile phones. Just randomly trainers call you, and they're like, oh, meet me here, let's have a fight. And I liked it. It felt real. It felt, fun. Not just walk 2 steps, pocket monster. Walk 2 steps, another trainer. I liked it, and then they got rid of it, and then now it's like, it's all in colour. That's a good thing though. Apparently there's all sorts of rumours that you can, apart from choosing obviously the gender, you can change, the skin colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my friend was like, yeah, I'm gonna be black. And I was like, alright. Cool, not bothered. And he was like, what about you? I was like, I'm going to be a shade of mocha. You can't do that. I was like, why? Why can't I do that? Because it doesn't exist. That's why. I think he just, made up in his head. I think it's just colour and lighting. It just looked dark in the screen captures. This is why I kind of agree with some companies who don't allow for people to take pictures of games, because people assume it's the real footage. It really isn't. Yeah. Yeah, so if you also go down to game stores right now with your Pokemon Black White or Black White Part 2, you can actually download a special Pokemon. It's a shiny something or other, but it's shiny, so go get it, and it's level 100. Go get it! Now! Yeah, so games, apart from Pokemon, nothing else. Though, I have to say, quite funnily enough, I went down to Gamer Disto yesterday, which was hilarious. They only had 2 games, strangely enough. Of course, the usual obligatory Mario Kart, and then they changed it for Brawl because they did tournaments. Then they had really old, what was it, Capcom versus Marvel 2. And they were doing all these tournaments, winner stays on. So my friends were all playing that, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting the Game Boy out. Sorry, I keep calling it a Game Boy, and people think I actually pulled the brick out. No. I pulled out the 3DS, and then some guy sits next to me going, you got Pokemon? I was like, actually, I do have Pokemon. Want to trade? I was like, yes, give me all your good Pokemon. It was brilliant. He was just like, yeah, I don't need a Porygon. I don't need a level 100 Gyarados. And I was like, why are you giving me all the retro ones? Anyway, I was like, yeah, gimme. And he was like, yeah, level 100 Umbreon. And I was like, yes, have my level 5 Cottony. Yeah, great trade, chum. Yeah, I don't know. I think he was just fascinated with the whole, when you trade Pokemon, you get experience, plus half. So that's quite good.
Oh, wow.
So that was nice. And he gave me an egg. And I was a bit like, ooh, mystery Pokemon, what's in the egg? And he was like, you have to hatch it. I was like, oh, I can't be bothered, that's so long. So, I don't know what I'm doing with this egg. So, just to remind you guys, Pokemon, X and Y, Z, whatever, will be out next week. Next week? Yes, it will be out next week. So, if you pre-ordered, you get a special little Pokeball, game case from Game.
Oh.
And, if you didn't, then you just get the game in all its glory. And also they're releasing the special, limited edition Pokemon consoles. They don't look as cool as Japanese ones. I know, it's sad. Europeans can't draw nice stuff. So, you got a red and a blue one with the standard Pokemons on them. If you want one, go get one. Oren, get one.
Yeah, funny.
Then you can play Dual Love with me and Alex, which I'm looking at the art for. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm looking at this. 3 of the models of a boy being dried off. Oh, what the hell is this? No, literally. There's a little cloth on him and you move it around. Oh god. Anyway. So, we're on to the bit where we're gonna just yap on about Eurogamer. Oren, you missed out, man. The queues were epic. But first of all, I will tell you of the legendary occurrence on Thursday. For marketing purposes, obviously, Saturday sold out first, and then Sunday, and then Friday, last but not least Thursday. But, if you are a follower of all games and stuff on Twitter and Facebook, you would have found out if you bought a ticket for Thursday and you were one of the first 500 people to get there, you actually got a free copy of Call of Duty.
Oh, wow.
The new one. And apparently, people stampeded to get this game. And they stampeded so much, they all fell over, and the carpet got ruined, so they had to remove the carpet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Good times. The BBC were there, and Sky News, they didn't film that. I just thought it was pointless. If you're gonna be there, film that. That's epic. That makes for a great rude tube, you know? Yeah, so, all I can recall was, seeing Harriet at the Oculus Rift queue, and then never again. And then seeing Alex at the Dark Souls queue, and never again. I was like, bye! 5 hours later, oh yeah, just got out of the queue. Lovely.
I thought it was an hour and a half.
Was it? It felt like 5. How was it?
What, Dark Souls?
The game, yeah man.
It was brilliant. It was so much fun. But the guy gave us a prep talk which got my hopes up and then destroyed them in 5 seconds.
Oh, about the tournament, yeah?
When you queued up, they let 16 people in and then they gather you around before you have to play the game. And they tell you, okay, this is a special demo where there's a boss at the end. If you defeat the boss, you get a prize. And just to be an absolute pain in the ass, he told us the best prize first, which was a PlayStation signed special edition copy of the game, with the figurine and soundtrack, a beta key, and I think there was one other item or something ridiculous, and then told us straight afterwards, oh yeah, someone's already won that. So you're not getting it. But you can get a t-shirt. Yeah, you can get a free t-shirt. Oh, okay. That's fine. If you defeat the boss. So all of us ran to the demo, and it was literally just a race to the boss room by everyone. Except for me, who took like a good few minutes to find where the hell I was going. But yeah, it was a fun demo. It's ridiculously hard now. After playing it and hearing people think, oh, it's gonna be easy, they've made it really popular. No, it's a pain in the backside. I went to the boss room, he killed me every single time.
Lovely.
I could only get about 3 hits in, and that was it. Harriet was over my shoulder, just going, ooh, ow, Alex, oh, you're really doing well. Thank you, Harriet.
False hope, Harriet. What were you thinking?
She was telling me, oh, Alex, you're doing quite well. You're actually managing to dodge some of the attacks. Yes, but not all of them. And I was sitting there going, you're helping, Harriet. It's nice, but I'm not going to survive this. And so the 20 minutes just disappeared really quickly. It took 10 minutes just to get to the boss room. So by that time I only had about 3 attempts to kill him, and every single time I failed. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The enemies are harder, the weapons are slower, but I think that's because they gave us preset characters with weird stats. So, as they mentioned, your stats will affect your speed and damage a lot more now. So mine was probably rubbish because I would swing and miss every single time because I was so goddamn slow. But other than that, yeah, I'd recommend it for whoever likes Dark Souls, get this. Dark Souls 2 is a lot of fun at the moment. The beta key is released for the UK on the 7th. So, if you go to the Dark Souls website, there's a beta. It tells you there how to sign up. And on the 7th, if you've got in, they'll send you an email and you can join up for the beta, which Japan's already doing. So you can probably find footage of that on YouTube somewhere. And yeah, other than that, I had a lot of fun because that was the only game I got into.
Yes, 5 hours later.
Yes.
Alex, 3 words to describe Dark Souls 2.
Hard, fun, and rewarding.
Yeah. And the rewarding part of this was that she got a picture with the Dark Souls dude.
Oh, he was awesome.
And to show how awesome he is, if you have a look at our photo link of Harriet's pictures, his sword, if you did ask to hold it, he would always warn you to be careful. Why? Because it was a real sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
He put it on my shoulder, and in one of the pictures you can see my eyes looking at it, really worried that he was going to chop my head off with it. It got stuck to my handbag for 5 seconds. I was like, oh crap! Oh, he's going to hit me with it.
And that's a really good cosplay.
Yes.
Just to say, a lot of the sponsored cosplays running around, because there was obviously the Dark Souls guys, I think, in my opinion, of the sponsored ones are the best. Mm-hmm. And then there were quite a few from Nintendo running around. There was a highly annoying, Wonderful 101 dude who just wouldn't shut up. Kick him. I wanted him to trip over so badly. And then there was a really cool looking Bayonetta. And, there was a Link. There was a really camp Link. Gotta love him. And, one of the cosplay tutorials, one of the guests had actually made Link's, shield. So she was like, oh yeah, if you want to see my work, if you just stop the Link guy, he's got my shield. And we were like, ooh, very cool. So, I actually went up to Bayonetta and I was like, you so need to, go to the masquerade. Obviously you won't be allowed to win because you're sponsored. She was like, yeah, totally. And she went and she took freaking Wonderful 101 with her, and they were in front of me in the queue for the masquerade, and all you could hear was him talking non-stop in third person. That's the most annoying thing. I was like, oh my god, someone kill him! Shoot him!
He was in the audience as well.
Oh god, he would shut!
On the Friday, yeah.
Everywhere, he just talked! And his wig! Oh! Wanted to kill him! Seriously. Annoying. Anyway. So, we'll be putting footage up very soon. Me and Alex hit the floors. We did quite a few interviews with the independent games, a few mainstream. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything. You'll see when you see the footage. We did do a couple of, interviews with a few stalls as well. Doombot and Manga. Do look forward to that. And even Cyber Candy, because we love sweets, don't we? Gamer Grub, people. And yes, what else? Good stuff. Other things that we did. Tearaway. That was a new game that I'd never heard of or saw of, and one of the characters looked a bit like the dude from Katamari. But obviously it's not. He was an envelope head thing. And yeah, your little envelope thingy, and you're running around with a message to the hero of the game, which is us, essentially. So he's trying to give a message to us, which makes no sense. But anyway, so he's running around, and it's all cute, and I love cute things, so play it. Have a look for it. It's cool.
It's on the Vita, sadly.
Oh yes, I can't play it, so yeah. Oh god, that was the irony. Every single thing that I looked at and I liked, they were like, oh, it's on Vita. Oh, it's on iPhone. Oh, it's on iPad. Oh, screw you then. I'm not buying any of this shizzle. Ugh.
Oh, lots of games for me.
Yes. What was my game that I really liked? Killer Instinct was pretty good. That's like a retro fighting game, and they've redone that for Xbox One. And that was really good. Do you know what? As much as I hate the Xbox in all its awkward ugliness and annoying gamepad, the graphics were amazing. It really pushed itself to the limit. So no matter what stupid speeches they made at E3 and all those terrible promises, they might have actually outshowed themselves. I don't think anyone's expecting for Xbox One to be amazing, but do you know what? On that game, it looked hella good. Hella good! Honestly, but then don't take my word for it. I think it's best if people go into game shops or game conventions and try it out for yourself, because it's different for every single person. What about you, Alex? Did you play any other 4th gen consoles?
No, I didn't get the chance because of the queues. Because of Dark Souls is on PS3, isn't it? It's not on PS4. No, I saw Beyond Two Souls. That was the only one that didn't have a queue for some odd reason. I don't think people knew it was there, because it was right next to the Masquerade stage, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, another place you could have been really shifty was, you could have gone to Virgin, and they had, PS4s, and there were no queues. So, if you were clever, you would have found a way. The only sad thing was no freebies. I searched high and low, I got nothing. Alex got stuff.
I got my t-shirt for Dark Souls.
Harriet got a cool injection pen.
Surgeon Simulator 1.
Yeah. Yeah, there was not a cool stuff though to buy. I really wanted, the unicorn from, was it TF2?
Team Fortress?
Yeah, TF2, yeah, the little unicorn thing. And if you bought the little unicorn plushie, you actually got the code to actually have the unicorn in the game.
You could have given that to me.
I know, right? But it was a lot of money, man. For a little unicorn, it was like £20.
Yeah, but the unicorn balloon. Ah.
I know. Maybe next time. I really debated it, because they also had a really cool, rabbit plushie, which is actually from the new Silent Hill movie. It's where it's just pink bunny, it has blood all over it. It's quite iconic. So if you've seen the film, you would understand. So they had a lot of interesting, a lot of good, I'd say unique merchandise, which I like. None of that cheap crap that you can buy everywhere. MCM. Where you buy, you spend 20 quid on a piece of crap and it breaks the next day. A lot of this merch was high quality, really nice stuff. Yeah, definitely worth going to, even if you went for one day, just the stuff. And even if you went into games, I mean, the cosplay section moved miles ahead of last year. Last year it was a corner. And when I say cosplay corner, I mean there were two stands next to each other which made a corner with a cosplay sign. So you stood there and apparently you took pictures. Apparently there was a meetup. I never found it. I went there, it was desolate, there was tumbleweed. I walked away. This year they actually had a platform and an actual stage, lockers that broke, catwalk, they had chairs. It was quite organised. props to the people involved. I believe the person who organised it was Ziggy. And,
too bad about the lighting for Harriet.
yeah, the lighting sucked. I tell you that right now. I don't know who decided disco ball lighting would be a good idea, but it was so dark. And I said it to Harriet as well. I was like, Harriet, I hope you brought a flash. No. Yeah, photos aren't going to be that good. It was a bit sucky. I don't know why they did what they did with the lighting. I don't know. Anyway, I liked the fact that it was very intimate and small, and it was not an actual masquerade. It was mostly people just went and posed. There were very few skits. Thank God. Because that can make, these events drag on a bit. It was quick. I liked it. It was short, to the point. Go, go, go.
Brock was fun.
Signed up early. So I got, oh God. I was second in the lineup, so I was pretty much quick and simple, and if people got bored, they at least saw me. No, I have to say, I was in the queue with Brock. He is so lovely. Oliver, his name is. He's such a laugh. He was supposed to be there with, his friend who was going to be Misty, and poor thing was ill and she didn't turn up, so he braved it. All 4 days he came and did that Jenny and Joy song.
It was the full song as well.
Yes, it was the full song. I mean, there was what was it? There was a dude dressed up as Bison from Street Fighter, and it's obviously, our Brock did the song, and he was like, he's doing it again? My God! That guy, he's unstoppable! And it's like, literally, the Friday, he did it, and he was all very much, oh, I'm just doing it for fun, I really, it's really good confident builder, I don't really cosplay much, blah, blah, blah. And he did it, and at the end, they were doing all the awards and stuff, and I was really interested to see who won, because there were so many really good entries. And do you know what? He won Best Skit.
Oh.
Yeah, he won Best Skit. It was so sweet, you could tell he was so shocked and chuffed, and it was really sweet. It was like, oh, bless. So sweet. I mean, I like it. I mean, part of the cosplay is the character, and he deserved it. He really put heart and soul into it. And he came again on Saturday and Sunday and did it over and over. And, cause especially Sunday was perfect because it was Nintendo themed. So they had a lot of, like Mario's, Luigi's, did they have another Pokemon entry? Yeah, I think they had another Pokemon trainer, entry with loads. It was really good because every single day I noticed that I've been seeing photos, lurking around Flickr and that, there were different entries most days. I think there were a few that were there every day, like there was the tall Joker. We got some really good shots of him. He was every day. Yeah. He was telling me, I was talking to him in the queue as well, bless him, and he was gonna do just a pose, but he said when we got on the screen, the stage, and they put on the music, he just improv'd, and he just started dancing. It is really nerve-wracking, whether it's a big event or a small event, if it's new, and a lot of them were first-timers, like me, so it was so sweet, and I've made so many new friends, oh my goodness, it was really great meeting you all, guys. Seriously. I'm actually thinking about doing it again, but I'm not sure for which convention. Probably not MCM, because it's just, the event's just too big. I'll pass out after a few hours standing there. Maybe LFCC. I don't know. Let's see how I feel next week.
Can do the parade for Hyper.
Did they have one? Oh God, they did! I'm not doing it if it's an international thingy, no way.
Oh no, they have a separate parade, for anyone who just wants to come on stage.
Okay, cool. I'll go on stage and be like, hey, I have a gun. Cool. A lot of people did appreciate the gun. A lot of people still thought I was Moxie from Borderlands, but whatever.
That made me laugh.
That guy! The first guy we talked to when we walked in was like, oh, where are you from, League of Legends? Oh, I play League of Legends. Who are you? I was like, we obviously don't if you don't know who I am. It's freaking, hello, look at my hat. How can you not know what character I am? I mean, even if you don't play Caitlyn as a main character, I mean, most people play her as assist. You can't not know who Caitlyn is. I'm sorry, that guy. Were you trying to hit on me, Alex? I don't know. There was something really peculiar about him. Anyway. Other good things about Eurogamer. Other good things. Apart from the really good cosplays. Oh, there was one game I looked at. I didn't play it too much in detail because I prefer these kind of games to watch than play. And that was, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden. So that's, Ninja Gaiden versus Yaiba, two different types of games. So Ninja Gaiden's really serious. And then you had a bit of comedy from the Yaiba side. And you're pretty much ninja killing zombies. It's brilliant. And there's blood everywhere. So if you like a lot of hack and slash, you know, a bit like, what can I describe it to? Like a bloody Final Fantasy. No, it's not like a bloody No, I just thought I'd, throw that in there. Because there's really nice animation in there. That in that respect, it's really, really pretty. And if you're into anime cutscenes, you'll love it. For sure. You'll see more info about the games we played on wearearcade.com, so please look out for that. And now we're to the best part of the show, question time. So we have one question. What are your favorite character designs from Hipple? That's a really good one actually, considering there's so many nice, character designs. Obviously I really like, Caitlyn from League of Legends, purely because it's, steampunk with top hats, and I quite like pink and purple as well. But I really like J Fashion. So I'd have to say it'd have to be from Project Zero, or if you're American, you'd know it as Fatal Frame. And in Fatal Frame 2, there are twins, and I just really love the intricate, really cute outfits that they wear. And it's just the thing is, they're not overly ridiculous. They're actually really realistic. I'd happily wear it, and I'm sure I could put it together if I tried. But I just need to get myself a twin so I can do the cosplay. What about you, Alex?
Mine would be Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere, anime series. It's kind of a mech fantasy series, if that makes sense. So you've got kind of mystical creatures, so witches, dragons, and all that all running around. But they're in mech suits, which is what I found quite awesome, because the designs are really nice. But if I try to make a costume of one of them and realise it's physically impossible to make some of those suits.
Oh, why's that?
It's because they're so skin tight and they've got so much detail on. I was just like, no, I'm gonna look like I've got flabby bits everywhere. It's not right. This is how skin tight should work. It's not gonna fit properly. But no, I love the designs on those. Those are always nice. What about you, Ron?
Favorite? Well, it's not really character. It's a robot design. It's the robots from Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann.
Oh,
robots. I want to cosplay one of those robots one day. Final form, not from the film, but from the series of the Daigren names. Final form, basically. Final form robot I want to be with a big flaming stomach. I've got to figure out how to do those flames.
It's possible. But someone has done it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
I've seen someone do it.
Oh. Challenge!
Yeah.
Are you up to it, Oren?
Yes, I can't. My only sad thing is that I won't be able to take it to one of my American cons, because taking that up like freaking giant pieces.
I'd just take the suitcase up, and that would go off at freaking security.
Yeah, I wanna. Oh yeah, those robot signs. Yeah.
Cool. Second question is, what anime manga trends annoy you? I'm gonna just throw in the whole, soon as like Naruto became popular, everyone's walking around wearing the headbands like they're the shit. No, you're wearing a plastic headband. It sucks.
Excuse me, they were metal. I actually owned some. When I was
I
younger.
admit I had one as well.
Oh, you both suck. That's all I'm gonna
No,
say.
they were
Now, what
metal.
really got me was, it became really fashionable then to eat ramen, and just, it drove me nuts when the whole group of semi-cosplaying kids would go to the restaurant and start slurping on purpose to be Naruto. No manners! Just want to slap all of them around the faces and tell them to eat properly.
I think in I don't want in Japanese culture, like swiping tends to be seen as more acceptable. No, it's seen as more acceptable because it's like you're enjoying the food.
Yeah, but so long as you don't sound like a hippopotamus.
Yeah, as long as you're not like super
Yeah,
loud, I
exactly.
can hear you from 3 tables away.
Yeah, I don't want to feel your freaking spit and your splashes of soup on my face from 2 tables away. Good God.
Yeah, I used to have the headbands, but I didn't wear them outside.
Yes, you were in the cupboard.
Oh,
No,
I had mine for a cosplay and it was too big.
Oh. Yeah, you could make a good Naruto, Alex.
No, never down that road ever again.
Ah, she said she did. Good.
Not Naruto though.
I never cosplayed a Naruto. I kind of want to.
I think I could make a good Hinata, maybe. I used to have her hair. I could have pulled it off. I'm just
too
amazed.
tall
Do you know what
for
pisses me off? The open-ended boots. I can't stand them. That's why I could never do a Naruto cosplay.
Oh yeah.
Open shoes just upset me to another level. No, it's either a boot or it's an open-toe shoe. It's not an open boot. No. What annoys you guys?
Well, I'm not really exposed to a lot of that kind of stuff. Even though I work at a comic book store, and we get obviously we get a diverse range of people from different fandoms. Like we get your Doctor Who people, we get your Naruto people, your manga people, your Marvel, DC, and all that kind of stuff. I think it really tends to. I think my major thing, what really drives me up the walls when. It's not a trend, it's just something which happens all the time. Sometimes usually people see the other thing as more superior.
Then they start having really lame arguments over what's better.
What is it? I remember I was reading Captain, I think it was basically one of the event books in Marvel, and I was like, holy crap, people were dying. And then this guy, this customer, so I went to serve the customer after that, and then he was taking the piss. And it's like, whoa there, I enjoy my things. And then he started talking to me about Naruto, and I was like, whoa, don't be a jerk. I enjoy manga as the next person, but don't, be a jerk, because I like some Marvel comics as well. But, yeah, that's a trend, oh, my show's better than your show. Or, Sherlock's better than Elementary. Doctor Who's better than, I don't know what other sci-fi shows, Star Trek, I don't know.
Torchwood, probably knowing them.
Yeah, it's just so yeah, other people like other stuff. It's you've got terrible fans in all your fandoms, and you've got nice fans in your fandoms. And it's stop fighting over pointlessness. You're all a bunch of really obsessive people. You should, bond over that.
Yeah, you need to park it.
Yeah, instead of being oh no! You're the worst fandom. No, you're the worst fan. No, you're all terrible.
Shut up. Exactly, just shut up.
My fandom is the best fandom.
Are you talking about Dota?
That's not really. I'm not into the Dota fan. I love Dota, but I'm not into the fandom or the community of Dota. But my favorite fandom is I Sit on the Edge fandom. AKA, I'm everybody, I see fandoms as little, very, nicely built houses. And I kind of, just wait outside and put my foot in, maybe, just to see what it's like. And then I'm I don't like this, I'm out. So I just look from the outside. I go to the bus stop, basically.
Sit on the hill watching the little village.
Yeah, I'm oh yeah, I like all these, I like that house, I like that house. But I'm never gonna go in there because it's too scary.
That's probably the best description for that, actually.
There's a few of us who hang out in this bus shelter whilst it's raining outside. That's when all the fights are going on. It's storming. You're just yeah, it's warm in here, it's nice. Hi there, other friend who's a part of the storm. How you doing? I'm acting like a normal person, like a decent human being, and not acting like a jerk about this kind of stuff. But, yeah. I think that's because obviously when a new anime comes out, or when a new show comes out, or whatever, you're gonna get your fandoms, and then your fandoms go a bit over the top. Over the edge.
Ape shit.
Pretty much. When it gets bigger, and if someone says, I don't particularly like this, I know, you're wrong, and then, blah, vomit everywhere. It's gross. Gross. But yeah. What annoys you?
Me?
Yes. You!
I think I'm going to join on the crazy fan base line and say crazy shippers. I do not care who you put with who in what series, but please do not shove it down my throat and say it's the best thing ever. I don't mind if you imagine, like, everyone in Free is mysteriously fancies each other, even though technically they do, but in some weird way.
There's a lot of sexual tension.
Yes, but don't start telling me that they're all doing really lewd stuff and that this must be real. No. I enjoy your fantasies, but please don't place them on me. Please don't. Please don't. I don't mind people shipping the odd person now and again with someone, even if it's not related, not really anything to do with the series, or something ridiculous like X person who's only met other person for 5 seconds mysteriously fancies each other. And there's no proof towards this, but I don't mind that. It's just, please don't spread it everywhere and start telling me it's like the perfect thing ever. And you are right, and you mysteriously know everyone in this anime industry, and you believe that they all agree with you or something ridiculous. I was like, no, please, no. I keep to myself. I'm gonna stay with Oren in the bus shelter, just watching from a distance.
From a safe distance.
Well, there's like a Oren's little village, and in the distance a bay of all these ships in, which I'm watching from a distance.
This is obviously it's a little village by the sea. So, that's where we see we sit on our hill on the cliffside, so we can see all the battles as well, but not be actually involved. Great.
We just sit there and watch.
Have a cup of tea in our firm.
Yeah. Good times. If we move on to the next question, which is la la la. Now that Free is finished, do you think there is a market for shows aimed at girls? And that's from Princess Starbutt. Oh, Princess Starbutt. We've done a lot of anti-harem reviews recently. One of which, my personal favourite, Brothers Conflict, which is a really cringy anime about a girl's dad remarrying another lady who basically bred for most of her life and had 13 sons. Yeah, 13 sons. I think one was adopted, and so they all have these feelings for this stepsister, and
do they just
it's just automatic. They all fancy her, and also know Prince Summer. Alex would agree that that's a good one, a really pretty
that's
one.
Hilariously camp.
Great animation, lots of songs, lots of, I don't know why the hell these guys fancy her, and I think they debate it as well, but there's just something about her being a total, I don't know, she's kind of clever though. She's a bit of a ditz, but she's a music genius, I guess. She's a really good writer. And then we have, Oren's pet peeve, Diabolic Lovers, which is about harassment and partial rape. Of this girl who, again, we're not quite sure the story. Her dad tells her to go to this new house.
Just check last week's podcast. 6 minutes, and I will tell you.
You'll be in for a treat. We just don't have enough time to go through in such great detail as Oren did.
I've been purging it from my mind.
It was one of her best contributions, might I say, as well. So definitely check it out. Yeah, Diabolic Lovers. It really is ridiculous.
But like compared to like Free, those animes are just kind of, I guess, like with Free, it's about the main characters like a dude.
Free has a point, I think, whereas these other animes, Otto Prince Summer did have a point, but these other two didn't really have a point. It was just about the girl going to school and then her brothers being in love with her, and then Diabolic Lovers was about, again, the guys going to school, her being dragged along, and then them just licking her. That's about it. I'm sure there was more story, but we're probably not going to look into it. Well, I might look into it.
I already know what it is.
Shh, quiet you. Yeah, so, next question. No, yes. Oh, I wanted to add in, yes, there is market. Because it's hilarious. And even if you don't like it, you can't help but be compelled to watch a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more. Yeah. And I think 3 was a really good starter for this genre, really. No, I mean, there were others, like also No Prince Summer, and then probably a lot more before that. I guess they were classified as Bishowins, but I guess this is something slightly more, anti-harem. 3 had a bit of a plot, and I know there were a lot of crotch shots, but there was a story, and that was important, and I don't know, it wasn't like, you know, for example, K-On! Is like Moe and all that, but I don't think 3 was like stupid sexualized stuff. I think it was trying to be quite intelligent, and then you get the occasional, oh, I'm in my swimsuit. Yeah, because I wear it underneath my clothes all the time. There were a few moments when they just strip off and then they're like, yeah, check out my junk. Well, they don't say that, but there's like a movement on the junk and then they go for a swim. It's very
I really like the animation of that show.
For the swimming, it's really good.
Like, especially when they do when they dive. That was really nice. And the underwater animation as well was slick. Oh man, that show. If they have like high quality shows like that with like topless like guys and stuff, oh man, that could be great. Because usually that kind of stuff I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
I like it if they were a bit more meaty. I mean, I know they're swimmers, but
yeah, they gotta be
in the next show, a bit more meat, guys. Come on,
have some bars. Yeah.
So next question is, what do you think of slice of life anime, and do you think Moe is ruining the genre, i.e. Lucky Star, K-On! Oh, that's interesting. Oren, do you want to start that one?
I don't really care for slice of life, that much. And I watched some of Lucky Star and I was like, there's no point to it. But it's not affecting me or like what I watch, so I don't see it as like a big problem. If people want to watch stuff like that, then that's cool. I've like seen stuff parodied, like Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei like parodied that show, because they were like, they started talking about the whole, was it some kind of pastry, or which part do you like to eat first, top or the bottom? And that was like a good 15 minutes of one episode of Lucky Star, and they did that in Zetsubo Sensei. And and then like one of the characters determines like, what's the point of this? It's completely pointless. Why are we talking about this nonsense? So yeah, I like that it's something that can be parodied in other shows. Like, it's just dumb, but no, I don't think it's ruining the genre of like anime, because there's so much anime out there. So you can just completely avoid that if you want. Or if you want to watch something that's just a bit like slow pace and nothing really happens, but it can make you laugh from time to time, check it out.
Yeah, cool. And Alex?
There's always been Moe anime. It's been for years, so I don't really think it's doing anything bad. I just find it boring. There's only so much cute girls doing cute things I can stand before it just gets kind of, nothing really happens. I like things with more story. But, there's some, like Oren said, it's not really destroying the industry, it's been there forever, so.
I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, it's just, people have started to notice more of it now, because of lots of people have kind of gotten on the train and just started doing, cute girls looking cute, people like this, let's do more of it. But other than that, it's just, it's not something to my taste, and I don't think it's that bad. Just lots of it. Just wish it would tone it down a bit. That's all, really.
I don't think I watch much Moe, and if I do, I wouldn't notice, to be honest. I don't think it's damaging. I think that's quite harsh actually to say that. I think there's a lot worse stuff out there. A lot worse fan service. I think Moe can be quite innocent at times, so I agree with that. And yeah, we have one more question, I think. La la la. And last but not least, from Bilbo, we have: who is your favourite animation studio, i.e. Studio Trigger, KyoAni, Shaft, etc.? On that note, what do you think of kickstarting shows like Trigger did for Little Witch Academy? Ooh. Alex?
Yes?
Jump in there.
Oh, you want me to jump in? Oh, that's fine. No, my favourite studio is Madhouse. So, if anyone's heard of them, they've done quite a few things. Try to remember off the top of my head. They did Death Note, they did Cardcaptor Sakura, Concern, Chobits, Claymore, they did Battle Angel Atelier, I think. Along with other, like, ridiculously big series. But what was the second half? Do you think of
second half was, what do you think about kickstarting shows?
I don't mind. If it's a small team, and they obviously haven't got the funding, then it's fine. If it looks good, I don't mind Little Witch Academia. Not so sure about Kickheart. It was good, but I'm not sure about the funding.
Kickheart, was that the wrestling one?
Yeah.
I kickstarted that one.
Did
Oh,
you?
Yeah, I was a backer.
Oh, sweet. We reviewed that one while you were away. Oh.
Yes.
But yeah,
Was it worth the money then?
Yeah, and I also like got a post. I only didn't do like a big idea. I got like a poster and a postcard from them, which was super nice. But yeah, no, I really liked it. And it's very nice experimentation, really nice style and colours. So, like I kickstart quite a few things. I really like Kickstarter. But yeah, no, I really like that. I really like Little Witch Academia. So I don't think I was here when that one happened, or I just didn't know it was going on. I just forgot to like back it. But I would like to see like what the end product is for that, because yeah, no, especially when stuff doesn't have enough funding to make their own like little animations. Obviously, that anime was really popular as well. That short they did, so it makes sense for them to kickstart it if they need funds for people to work on it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very pro Kickstarter, as long as you like put out your clear goals usually of what each, like if you reach a certain amount of money, like this is what's going to happen, and you're kind of like, if you're transparent about what you do with the money. Some people are like, I'm just going to make this video and it's not going to explain anything, and it's like, I want to make this, and then they don't tell you anything else. That's always a bit suspicious. But at least with the animation Kickstarters, it's like, you're going to get this animation, it's going to be this long, and if we get more money, then we'll have like translations and all that kind of stuff. That's what they did for Kickheart. Kickheart? Yeah. But, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's fine. Because of, I've just looked up, Little Witch Academia's second version. Are they doing a second one?
I think they're making a second episode?
Yeah, because they've reached the goal.
Yeah.
But it was a while back, so it finished in August, so I don't know when that's going to come about. But yeah, I don't mind them doing it, so long as they're actually doing it for the right amount of money and make a good product in the end. Because a lot of people abuse Kickstarter.
Yeah, they just want to make a quick buck and they do nothing.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of arguments lately, because a lot of things have started turning up on Kickstarter and people have been asked for money for stuff they've ripped off of other people. And it's kind of got a bit frustrating, because you're sitting there trying to find a decent thing to fund, and you just get thousands of fake ones suddenly turn up. Like, but I want to find a decent studio. I don't mind big studios just coming in, as I said, with a small team and making really nice things. So yeah, I'm all ahead of Kickstarter, so long as they're not money grabbing sods. So yeah. What about everyone else?
I am a fan of Funimation because I like the animes that they do, which are nice and light-hearted and cool. I.e. Fruits Basket, Brothers Conflict. I do actually like good old reliable manga as well. Most of the ones that they do, Tales of Vesperia, which I was so pleased that they were going to release that. I thought that was just going to be Japan only. I already got screwed over with Tales of Vesperia, which was only on Xbox. God, I hate you guys. That's me. I'm trying to, my internet's being really special and slow right now. I'm trying to find out who the company was who did Voices of a Distant Star. Now, I believe the dude, Makoto Shinkai, he did this all by himself. I think this was before Kickstarter existed. I'm just trying to think. It was all done by himself. So he produced it, published by Media Factory. So yeah, he did that all by himself.
It says Comics Wave Inc. onto this. It must be his own studio.
Oh, Comics Wave Inc. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool. Licensed by ADV Films, but I don't know if he got any financial help. That's what I mean, because I wasn't sure if this was a Kickstarter or not. And he is a really good example of, like, if he was one of the first Kickstarters, that is, working your arse off and getting a really good product. Obviously, it was a very short film, but wow, for something that you made all on your own on your Mac, not bad at all, with no money. And then obviously, since, he's probably had a lot of his investment to make his new upcoming movie. So, Kickstarters can be the boost that independent, producers, directors start a legacy, really. I believe Del Toro, that director, he didn't have much of a budget, and he just started on really low budget movies before his horrors, and now he's doing, all the monsters and stuff for like Hellboy, and now he's doing American movies. You just need that push sometimes, and Kickstarter is the way. It's a really good, platform. It's a really good platform to get your ideas out there to the audience, and if the audience are interested, they'll, pay. Like, for example, Oren, put down her monies for Kickheart, and she got it. She got a really good product with loads of free stuff as well. That's always her incentive. I like that though. It's a little added touch because you feel part of the project if you're like in the credits or you get a signed postcard or something. It's really quite nice. So it's an incentive, so it's not just you're buying the DVD, anyone can buy the DVD. Oh, yeah. I paid beforehand, so I actually got this. And, it's nice and you can actually sit there and go, well, this wouldn't have existed without me. And it's true.
I would say it wasn't my favorite, and I got about 3 favorite studios. My animation studio, I really like Trigger, Ganex, and also Studio 4 Centigrade. Those are my favorite, my top 3. And 4C, they've made like films like what is it? Did you guys ever see Steam Boy at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I saw it at a screening actually in somewhere in London.
Yeah, and like Tekken.
The dubbing was terrible. I had to throw that in, but carry on.
They did like Tekken Kin Creed. They did Memories, which was pretty good. They've done like a lot. Like the first thing I remember seeing of theirs was some of their short films, like Amazing Nuts and Sweat Punch and Genius Party. I will link you guys to those short animations they've done. They are slick as hell. Obviously Trigger's like did the Witch Academia. They're doing Kill la Kill as well, which I'm excited for.
I think you've mentioned before.
Yeah. Oh, that's out today, isn't it?
Yeah, that's out, but when's it going to be subbed?
It's been subbed.
It has.
Yes, I think one group has subbed it currently, but there's probably like a mile-long queue of people, so it's probably terrible quality.
I'll check it out tomorrow if it's like I'll wait a day. And yeah, obviously Ganex, they did Evangelion because their robot stuff was sick. Tengatoppa, Pantheon Stocking.
Which will never have a season 2.
Oh, why not?
I don't know why. They just refused to do it.
Good, and left it on a cliffhanger. Yeah, those are my top 3 animation studios. And you already know about me with Kickstarter, so I already like fun stuff. As I said, be transparent. Obviously you can keep some stuff secret, but yeah, like I know I won't drop the name of it, but I know one Kickstarter, they kickstarted like a game, but they did not explain anything. They just like showed some images from what they were gonna, not even from like art for the game, they just showed some images from the thing it was based on. And then it's like, we're gonna make a game, give us money. And it was like, yeah, but what kind of game is it gonna be?
Oh, so that was blind faith, basically.
Yeah, and like, people dropped a lot of money on it as well. And, if anybody tried to say anything about it, it's like, yeah, but you don't know how much it costs to make a game. It's like, yeah, but they haven't actually said what kind of game. Like, at least, like, I recently, well, I didn't back, Double Fine when they were doing their Kickstarter. They made, like, Psychonauts and Stacking and Costume Fests. And Monkey Island, like, it's got the same people made on Monkey Island, all that kind of stuff.
Yay!
But, yeah, like they only asked for like 400,000. They were just like, we're gonna make an adventure game, and we're gonna make a documentary to go with it, so you'll know like what we're doing and all that kind of stuff. Which has been like really awesome to watch, and at least you're seeing what's been done with the money. But it's when people just like, yeah, like I don't know because I don't get the updates for the for that other Kickstarter, but they made like 2 million or something. And a lot of my friends were in that fandom. I don't think they are anymore. But, of that online series. And it was like, if I dare say anything about it, anything bad, like, yeah, it seems a bit suspicious. Like, no, they've been doing this and blah, 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 blah. And they get super defensive. And it's like,
they get very defensive, yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
And so I don't want to drop any names.
No.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. It's just, yeah. Hopefully, as I said, because I don't want all those people to put all that money down and then them to get nothing, cause that'd be terrible. Because that was a lot of money. And, yeah, I do hope that something great is made out of it. It's just, I just don't like it when fans just blindly throw money at stuff, and it's like, we don't know what this is. Because there have been so many Kickstarters where people haven't done anything, or they've just run off with the money. I think there was meant to be a Kickstarter to do with, what is it? Like not misogyny, I don't like to use that word, basically how men are depicted in games. And like, it's gonna be a whole documentary about that, and basically, I think the guy just ran off with the money after it got kickstarted.
Oh, douche!
So, yeah, I don't know how, or there's like been people kickstarted games, and it's like, they've made a prototype for a game, and then they were like, oh yeah, we weren't able to get anybody to publish this, so we're not gonna make the game anymore, and people are like, but we've already paid you. And it's like, yeah, well, shrug. We made the alpha, but we're not going to do any more than this. Like, at least with Double Fine, they're like, they had to put in money for their own money, to finish off Broken Age. It should be out next year. They had to like push it back and everything, but it looks super pretty. But yeah. Kickstarter can be cool.
And it can
yeah. Just be careful. Yeah.
Cool, and that leads us to our last question. Last. Who are your anime crushes from Baby Bun? I don't really know, you know.
Off one.
It's one of those questions you go.
I'll fill in the answer for Harriet, because I know it would have been Booker.
No, it'd be Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Funny how we know hers, but we don't know our own.
Trunks.
Because we listened to her.
Dragon Ball
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Nice
Trunks.
taste.
Teenager Future Trunks, not Baby Trunks, and not GT Trunks. GT Trunks was kind of let down. As was GT, but still. That was my first anime crush, I think.
Any of the Lancers from Fate Stay Night?
I'll go for original Tuxedo Mask from Sailor.
Hey!
Swoon, swoon, swoon. And I'll end the show with a swoon. So we're at the end of the show, guys. Please feel free to send us feedback, questions, ideas for shows. We really want to hear from you. We're Anime UK Show on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, iTunes. You can also find us on wearearcade.com, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye!
www.wearearcade.com